Hey Saber fans, Darth-Alice here again, and I'm excited to show you my newest build I just finished, and this is one called the Skele-Flex Force Unleashed 1 Saber, based on and inspired by the video game The Force Unleashed 1, of course. This one is a little bit different than the stuff I normally build in that I wanted to go for something that was much different than you see in the video game. With this saber, I found this on just googling around looking at images of different Starkillers, and this one stood out to me because it's such a skeletal look. It's almost as if parts and pieces were missing during the original construction. Also, for the finish, I did everything I could to kind of do a dual finish, where some of it's lightly aged and a little bit beat up and some of the parts are worn, but there's a lot of stuff that looks new because it looks as if random parts were pulled from a whole bunch of different sabers that were left in a box and assembled into this particular one. The only part on this that's really factory pieces, stuff that I didn't make, is the front shroud, which this is from a 1944 Graflex remote flash head. I also reused the thumb screw from that same unit itself. Of course, the Graflex eye, that's a reproduction from the custom saber shop, which I drilled so it has shine through, of course. I mounted it lower than you see on a Graflex because it didn't have one to begin with, so I could get away with that. And also what I did too was mount brass up underneath a small amethyst cabochon to be able to shine through and have a mechanical look. For the chamber, solid copper rod in the center, a three-pointed citrine crystal. Actually, it's Lemurian quartz. I wanted a nice stepped look, and I wanted a nice kind of a cloudy type crystal so it could saturate light. As you can see, the center section, you can see the two different floating rings, the one right here that you normally don't see on Starkillers, and you see the center one back here. Again, this is what you would see if you didn't have shrouds covering all this on most of these sabers. I also wanted to build this design too because so many people have latched on to the wasp waist and so many guys have done justice to it. I mean, I'm glad I could come up with something new and inspiring that everybody could create and build, but I wanted to go a step beyond that particular saber, and with a little luck this will take and inspire a lot of other smiths to do something similar, of course. Let's see. I've done a few things different too. The main latching point for the rear reveal is right here, and it's a 1032, so I just loosen that up and the back end will pop off. The recharge port I decided to mount down into the bottom hilt, and this way we've got a little 1.3 millimeter here. Here, let's pull this. Electronics wise, we've got an igniter 3 from Naigon Electronicse. The whole sound package and font package is revised from Lord Blako, and a big shout out to Lord Blako, thanks Lars. But this has over 4,000 different sound files on it, or wave files. 99 music tracks, and each font has 330 to 350 wave files. It's crazy. So I'm just going to show you a few here. As you can see the crystal. Here, let's see it with a blade. Now the thumb screw is functional. It acts as the blade, as the retention screw for the blade. And this here is a little custom blade plug that I made with a copper contact. I wanted it different. I know they're usually brass. Let's see it with a 1-inch blade in here. What's nice about this too, this setup, it's got multi-hum on it, so I've got 6 different hums set up for the first font. This one gets in the music track, wheel phase, what's neat with this rear section back here, it actually vents. I'm venting a lot of bass and a lot of higher notes out of here too.
Imperial targets, and Vader sends a boy to fight me? You're stronger than I thought, but I can't let you live, boy.
There's 99 music tracks on this thing. Quite a few pulled from the video game itself, other ones canon.
Shia, Mary, Sprood, and Bull Rancor. Death Star, Vader, and Emperor.
So there we go, folks. That's just a few of the fonts. There's a total of 11 of them on the Saber. And again, it's the complete package from Blaco. And it's one of the best that I've seen when it comes to a complete font package that you have to do very little to tune it to the way you like it. Once again, thank you for watching. May the Force be with you always.